he did ride. Froggy went a courtin', he did ride. Froggy went a courtin', he did ride. Froggy went a courtin', he did ride with a sword and a pistol by his side. Well, he rode right up to Miss Mouse's door. Rode right up to Miss Mouse's door. Rode right up to Miss Mouse's door. Gave 3 loud raps and a very big roar. Well, he said, Miss Mousey, are you in? Said, Miss Mousey, are you in? Said, Miss Mousey, are you in? Yes, kind sir, I sit and spin. Said, Miss Mousey, would you marry me? Well, sat Miss Mousey on his knee. Sat Miss Mousey on his knee. Said, Miss Mousey, would you marry me? Well, without my Uncle Rat's consent. Without my Uncle Rat's consent. Without my Uncle Rat's consent, I wouldn't marry the president. Well, Uncle Rat laughed and he shook his fat sides. Uncle Rat laughed and he shook his fat sides. And Uncle Rat laughed and shook his fat sides. I think that his niece would be a bride. Uncle Rat went running downtown. Well, Uncle Rat went running downtown. Uncle Rat went running downtown to buy his niece a wedding gown. Well, where should the wedding supper be? Where should the wedding supper be? Where should the wedding supper be? Way down yonder in the holler tree. Well, what should the wedding supper be? What should the wedding supper be? What should the wedding supper be? A fried mosquito and a black-eyed pea. Yuck. Well, first to come in was the flying moth. First to come in was the flying moth. First to come in was the flying moth. She brought in the tablecloth. Next to come in was a Junie bug. Next to come in was a Junie bug. Next to come in was a Junie bug. She brought in a water jug. Next to come in was old dear Tick. Next to come in was old dear Tick. Next to come in was old dear Tick. Well, he ate so much that it made him sick. Next to come in was the old gray cat. Next to come in was the old gray cat. Next to come in was the old gray cat. Swallowed the mouse and ate up the rat. What else came in there? I thought maybe a bumblebee. Next to come in was a bumblebee. Next to come in was a bumblebee. Next to come in was a bumblebee. Well, she sat mosquito on her knee. I thought a cow might have was invited to the party, and she said next to come in was Mrs. Cow. Next to come in was Mrs. Cow. Next to come in was Mrs. Cow. She tried to dance, but she didn't know how. Cows don't know how to dance. Next to come in was a big black snake. Next to come in was a big black snake. Next to come in was a big black snake. Ate up all of the wedding cake. Well, Froggy went a-hopping up over the bridge. Little Froggy went a-hopping up over the brook. Little Froggy went a hopping up over the brook. A lily white duck come and swallow him up. Oh, there's a little piece of cornbread laying on the shelf. A little piece of cornbread laying on the shelf. There's a little piece of cornbread laying on the shelf. If you want any more, you're gonna sing it yourself. Story of old Froggy. I like to sing